Hello, beautiful, fine people. Well, we haven't had a meltdown yet, so that's good. That's really good. But I haven't also automated our reactor or things like that fully. I've just been kind of manually doing it. I'm a little nervous. Not gonna lie. All things considered, we are on to some new adventures. And before we even get started on that, I did complete one quest, that AE2 everywhere that we were kind of sort of working on. I forgot to claim that one. And we only have one quest left in the matter energy tab. But it is gated right now behind the ultimate extended crafting table. So that's into the microverse. Well, we can actually proceed on with this because we actually have the uranium 235 now. So that's kind of cool. I was thinking, what a good way to go. Let's get that done here ASAP. So without further ado, I have at least the items. Is that it? There we go. For the ultimate component. Very nice. So that quest being completed is helpful. And that leads us into the ultimate catalyst, where we need just a few more of that exact same setup. So I definitely need to get some of those going as I fall through the world in such a wonderful dream. It's all good. So let's get ourselves a little bit of black steel. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think I need 5 total. I probably need more than this. I'm not gonna lie. I probably do. And like our 235 is not all that impressive, to say the least. It's barely skirting by. I really do need to automate all of that type of stuff, but I'm nervous. I am nervous to automate it. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to even joke about it. I'm just nervous. I don't really know for sure what all is possible with the nuclear craft. So I really kind of just have to play around with it a little bit and see what happens. It's just one of those things. So this guy here should give us the 4 that we need. And then I think we can combine those 4 around a black steel plate to get the ultimate catalyst, which should work. There we go. Let's go. To get us that next coin. That's nice. Then from there, we are on to the conflux catalyst. And that guy is basically each and every one of the catalysts that we've made over time. So if we just look at all of the catalysts here, we got the conflux, so we need the basic. Okay, let's get that. What are we missing? Basic. Oh, it's the black steel plates, basically. Okay, let's just, you know what? Let's just do something. Let's just process some stuff. It's fine. It's good for it. All right. We'll throw the ultimate catalyst in there, and then we'll get some of this black steel going. I think that'll be helpful. Basic catalyst, good. We need 3 of them into the basic, right? Okay, done. Perfect. Now, from there, we also need the advanced. Well, guess what we're missing? The same kind of thing. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And away we go. Now, these are definitely an item that we should probably look to automate, right? I don't think I really have any of them automated, which I do not. So that's one of those things. This guy is a little bit more expensive. The osmiridium plate. Osmiridium plate. Ooh. That's a bit more of a problem. All right. Elite, we should be able to get, I think. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, we're good there. So we can get the elite catalyst. That's good. But this crystalline component. So we have the crystalline ingot, the luminescence, and the black steel, but the osmiridium plate, we need to get osmiridium. Osmiridium is osmiridium dust, which we need to combine. Are you kidding me? That says LUV. That says LUV. Iridium and osmium. Whoa, 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 whoa. We got it. What? What? Oh, maybe we can't do this yet. That's a bit more of a problem. I'm not going to lie. Nakoda alloy. Yeah, that just is that. Yeah. Okay. I don't think we can actually complete this. I did not expect that to be that expensive. But that is really expensive. I'm not going to lie. That is incredibly expensive. Why do I not have any liquid ender air? Hello? Ender air. Liquid ender air. Very good. That should complete that quest. Excellent. Yeah, that's a thing. That's a thing. That's a big time problem thing. So, yeah, osmiridium, I don't think I can get. I'll have to take a look and see. Hey, another one bites the dust. So yeah, that's a bit of a hard stopping point. I'm not gonna lie. In this realm, I thought we could get there, but I don't think so. And it's really crazy because it's like right here. So why? That seems really expensive for where we're at right now. That's all I'm going to say about it. Osmiridium plate. Is there another way to get this? I guess is the other question. I mean, blocks of osmiridium, no big deal. Osmiridium, the liquid, maybe? Nope. That's definitely not it. Yeah, I'm not too sure. That's a tough one. So, yeah, we really just need to kind of get the osmiridium dust. And really, the only way to get that is in an LUV mixer. And with that, I don't think I can do any of that. Because we are at IV. LUV is a whole nother level that requires assembly line. Yeah, that's a thing. That is a thing, to say the least. So that's a thing I'm not prepared for either. So yeah, a little bit of a hard stop there, I guess, and that's too bad. So we really kind of need to look into some of the assembly line to really even get into the LUV stuff. But that also calls for some more alloys and a lot of things. That's not an easy task, to say the least. So on that front, I guess we're not getting that. You know? I guess not. It's one of those things. We could actually get some gemstone sensors and work that to get perfect gems and stuff like that. But I just don't think it's actually all that necessary at the moment to go that route. We could do the medium microverse, which could actually maybe help us. I'm not too sure. The micro miner tier 4. Miner. Let's take a look at tier 4. Tier 3, tier 4. What does this get us? That's not what we want. That's the gems. That's not what we want. Is it this one? Okay, so this gives us the osmiridium 8020 right there. That's helpful. And then that guy, we can basically smelt into osmiridium 8020, but then we have to centrifuge it to change that out. Yeah, that's not that helpful. We could, I think all of this gets us just osmium and iridium, not the latter. So tier 4 is really good for osmium and iridium, but not so much on the thing that we're talking about here. So yeah, it's helpful, but not that helpful. So just one of those little details. We really need to start working on the advanced SMD components, which is the IV assembler and a lot of different things that we haven't set up. So that one we definitely need to look into as well. And then you know, we could also get the IV circuit assembler, which actually shouldn't be too bad for us, I don't think. Because this guy we should be able to just craft. I should actually set this up to automatically craft, to be blunt, but that gets us the machine hull. These guys aren't too bad. I think I can craft these. Oh, graphene wire X2. Okay. Do I have graphene? Yeah. Am I not making graphene wire X2? I guess not. Yeah, so there's obviously a few little hiccups. It is the dust, though, so that's at least easy. Let's just pull out a stack of that and get that made over here for now. That's in there. We'll do that. Nice and quick, too. So yeah, let's see. The IV emitter, we need iridium rods. Iridium rods are just that, or I should be able to take... Oh, boy. What did I do? It's fine. Fine. No big deal. Iridium. I think I hit like full screen. I should be able to do that and just take out some iridium and throw it in the lathe here to get some of that going as well. Uh-oh. There we go. Never mind. We're fine. We're fine. I definitely hit a button that I did not mean to. All right. So this guy here, we should be able to come in and... Why is it not letting me autocraft that? Oh, because I don't have it. These I have set up to autocraft. Okay. So let's make up 4 of those guys. That should help quite a bit. And then from there, I think I have the silicone rubber. Excellent. Okay. 2 more things bites the dust. The IV emitter, the robot arm, I need 2 more of these motors. So let's just make 2 more of them. And we need to get a piston, which is another one of them. And what else? I think I have everything else. Okay. There's that. Now we have our IV robot arm. That's good. Last but not least, we just need that iridium rod. And I think we can make ourselves the IV emitter. Excellent. And now we can make ourselves the IV circuit assembler. Very cool. So a little bit of progress, a little bit of adventure here. This is going to open us up to the 3rd and final tier 4 circuits, right? This guy here using the fiber reinforced epoxy substrate, which we've already made, but I do need to get the qubit CPU processing done as well. So this guy here is part of the step of where we need to go. So this guy, we need the qubit CPU wafer, which is a nano CPU wafer with either indium gallium phosphide dust and radon, or gallium arsenide with quantum eye. In the clean room as well. So we should have CPU wafers, right? Nano CPU wafers. Okay, good. Step 1. Complete. That's good. We already have quantum eyes as well. If I recall, we are building them. I think that's a pretty easy process. Let's just double check on that. That's this guy right here. Yep, that's pretty easy. Okay, we have lots of those. So the next step then is gallium arsenide in liquid form. I don't know that we actually have that. Let's take a quick look. I don't remember making it. Bingo, we do not. Okay, so how do we make gallium arsenide in the in this form? Well, is it actually blasting, or can we extract from an ingot? Let's see. What can we do to make an ingot? Fluid solidifier. Yeah, that's not looking very promising. I mean, gallium arsenide dust will get us the gallium arsenide ingot, so that's not too bad, actually. And then we can just melt that down. But we can't go from the dust. No, We can't go from the dust directly to the liquid. So this is a two-step process, no matter which way we go. So either we set it up in our alloy blast smelter, this guy right here, which isn't doing anything, actually. So we could probably do that in here. That guy with nitrogen will get us gallium arsenide. That might be an option. That might be a good option, actually, all things considered. Arsenide and gallium. So I just want to double check our... I know our gallium's good. We do have gallium arsenide dust just lying around. So that blast smelter isn't the greatest because we would need to combine. Whereas this might be a better way to go. I don't know. I'm going to have to think about this one. All right. So, like, don't get me wrong. I read the quest thing. Okay. And it's kind of saying to go the indium, like this side, this way. The indium gallium phosphide dust route in the mixer at ULV level. And the reason it's saying this is you need to make indium anyways. Okay. Now, that's all in all swell. I'm all for that. ULV is a different level, to say the least. We definitely don't have that. ULV is like, which one's that? ULV. Oh wait, that's normal, isn't it? Oh yeah, that's basic. Never mind. We're fine. That's ultra low voltage. Sorry, I was thinking of LUV. So that's no big deal. We can mix that. Not too bad. Gallium, phosphorus dust, which I have some. I have lots of gallium. It's just the indium dust. Now, to get indium dust, you need to make the indium concentrate. Again, not a big deal. Purified galena, purified sphalerite to get that with some sulfuric acid. Not the worst. Let's set that up here because it's possible. You know, it's not a big deal and we can get it done. So in this mixer, let's just set it up over here because this seems like a pretty good place where I'm kind of doing some of these exotic mixtures, to say the least. So we're going to throw this guy down like so. And we will basically say, okay, into the filter we go. This is going to be purified. Oh, no, neither of those are purified. Boom and boom. Okay. Now, I did disable both of these from being an option in my setup over here. Now, I had crushed going through there, so I actually need to add crushed galena wherever I need to add that. Is that here? Am I like full? Am I just full of all the things? Brown. There we go. Okay. So I need to add crushed galena over to here so that we can get the purified galena ore so that we can actually do this process. So that should wash it, which should work correctly if I recall. Pulverization. Oh, we could chemical bath it. Do I care to? I think I'm just going to wash it. I don't need the extra silver at this point in time. And then once it's purified, it will come into here. That should work out just fine. That should be just fine. Okay. And then we need the sulfuric acid. So, boom, into there. We got the filter with the sulfuric acid being added. Not overly complicated, but things that we need to set up and configure. And all of these things, I don't have. It's simple as that. I absolutely do not have. Including... Okay, no, I have sulfuric acid. I was going to say, how am I out of sulfuric acid? But I have it. Okay, so that's good. So that will get us our indium concentrate when we actually get the ores, which I would just have to move the miner and all that kind of stuff to get there. Now, what do we do with this? Well, we need to throw this into an EV chemical reactor with aluminium and that indium concentrate to get small piles of indium and aluminium sulfite, as well as a byproduct of a lead zinc solution. Now, the indium, that's the one that combines into the indium dust. Pretty straightforward, not complicated in the slightest. This guy, I think we can process to get oxygen, aluminium, and sulfur back out of. That's the only use for it, really. So that's just what we do. We just rinse and repeat that one. And then the lead zinc, I'm not sure what we can do with this. I guess we'll just centrifuge it. And that'll just get us some additional resources back. Or maybe we just void it. You know, like, yeah. I mean, the zinc, okay, maybe we should keep it. I don't know. But that's a thing as well. So we need to get ourselves an EV chemical reactor. I don't think we've made one of those yet. So that's a lot of fun. We can get that guy going. No big deal. All things considered, though, I definitely need to move the miner so that we're mining some sphalerite and galena. Now, I am curious with the galena, with the pulverizing, is there a miner that gets us this? No? No. Yes. Okay, that's the tier 1. So tier 1 gets us galena and some more uranite. I do need some more uranite. So maybe. Oh, that gets us quite a bit too. 2 full stacks along with some good resources. Okay. So that's a possibility. And then the sphalerite is going to be, I believe, the end sphalerite, which is the tier 2. Okay. So we need to run some tier 2s and some tier 1s through our system. That's probably the easiest way for us to get these resources so that we can be prepared and start with our indium processing. All right, so we got the galena and stuff like that coming through here, which is good. That's the start of what we need. I guess we could increase this a little bit, like so. Okay, good. Now we need to get the sphalerite coming through, which I did just make some more tier 2s, so that's good. We can get those guys started up, which, while this is catching up, it should lead us into the sphalerite, which should be in this realm right here, and get us some of that going as well. So really, really good things. I think it's also going to get us some more radon and stuff too. So no issues there. I think this is a positive thing for sure. So there we go. Our first little bit. Pyrolusite, scheelite, tungsten, etc. And I think, I'm pretty sure I looked that up. It was the sphalerite, right? Tier 2 microminer, pyrochlor, scheelite, sphalerite. Okay, so it's just the one of it. Okay, that's good to know. Little tiny details, but you also get that radium salt, which is super helpful as well. So good little investment here, to say the least. That should start us off with some indium concentrate. Now, on that note, I should probably be getting myself as well the a new disk drive for that. So let's get ourselves a fluid cell for that guy as well. 64K? Sure. Why not? Why not? Why not? There we go. Okay. There we go. And that will get us the indium concentrate. I don't expect to actually have very much of this at all times because, well, like anything in this world, I hope to be burning through it as quickly as we're making it. But just in case, we do have it available to us. Okay, cool. So that should be coming through the process train soon enough, all in due time, right? Little tiny details. We're getting the galena. That's step 1. That is upgraded. Okay, good. So the rest of that will come through the chain. Very nice indeed. Little tiny details, but yeah, that was still worth it big time, because there was a lot of little things that needed to be done to get us to that stage, including doing the advanced crafting and some of those items that I probably should have already had automated. Not gonna lie. Just a little tiny detail. Okay, that does get us back on track. Now, the indium concentrate, we're back to the chemical reactor that we need to make. So the chemical reactor at the EV level are not at EV. What do we need again? Yeah, EV. Okay. So chemical reactor at the EV level should be very easy for us to make, as we do have everything pretty much automated to get this thing built nice and quickly. That is a wonderful feeling. Now we can jump on down here to one of our EV lines, which is either one of these, right? Is N Steel EV? I always forget. Yeah, it is. Okay. So either one of these we can do. I think I'm going to do the backside here, because we're going to have a lot of different processes and items. Oh, we are... What's going on here? Oh, we're maxed out on that? Okay. Well, can't be having that. We need things processing. There we go. So because we're doing that here, we also have this guy for the inert metal. I think this is a very good spot for our next chemical reactor. So let's grab that, and let's grab this to set up this guy as well. Okay, so in the insert, we are going to be inserting the indium concentrate. Pretty straightforward, right? We actually are not inserting... Oh, yeah, that's right. We are inserting aluminium. Something that we have not used in a very long time. So aluminium dust we insert into here. Okay, good. So this guy we will copy to that guy right there. And I think that's set up correctly. Yes, we're going to extract the resource. Are we? I don't know that we are. I don't know that we are. I might. Let's extract it on a different color, like black. Okay. I have my logic and my reasoning for this. All right. So bear with me as we go. Okay. So there we go. Aluminium should go in. Perfect. This guy is going to be the indium concentrate, which we'll put in there, which hopefully we'll get some at some point in time here. And this will get started up. There we go. Now, on that note, we need to get this set up for the other process that we require. So compacting drawer is going to be the first thing that I want to do, and that is going to be for the indium dust itself, right? Not too complicated. That is the first output that we are considering. Then the aluminium sulfide is one that we're going to send to an electrolyzer, basically, right? So we're going to send this guy to an electrolyzer wherever we need to. And the other byproduct, the lead zinc solution, we're basically going to void, I think. So not overly complicated, but little tiny details that are going to make or break our system. Okay. So as we get the indium concentrate, which hopefully we will at some point, well, hopefully we got some sphalerite starting to be processed potentially around now. It could take a little bit. I'm not going to lie. And that's okay. I'm willing to wait it out. That will be that guy. Okay. Now, we're extracting the fluid on... You know what? It's a tough one. We're extracting on black. Yeah, let's just do this, okay? I have this liquid trash can right here. The fluid trash can. It's been sitting in the middle here for a very long time, and I think I'm just going to do this, and I'm going to do insert on black Where's black? There it is, right there. Insert on black always, okay? So the byproduct coming out of here on the fluid, which is the black channel, will get inserted and just deleted in the trash can, okay? Again, not ideal, but I just, yeah, I think I have enough zinc. Everything else, I don't care. I just don't need it. I don't need any of this, right? So it's just not worth my time to set up that process, okay? Equally, on the electrolyzer side of things, I could probably just add it to one of these existing lines for the aluminium sulfide, right? I think we need like 11 per. Is that right? 14. So we'll just bump that up to 14. And hopefully that just does what we need it to do and brings stuff out how we need it. The nice thing about that is getting the oxygen back. That's probably also not overly required. I'm not going to lie. It's not going to be the hardest of things. Okay. Anyways, let's take a quick look. We are where? Sphalerite is looking like it's staying strong. So it doesn't look like we're processing any sphalerite at the moment. I could force this issue by just coming on over and, oh, I don't know. Oh, hello. Oh, that's Galena. I actually want that one. Nickel. Okay. Galena. Yeah, I want that. Nickel. Okay, can I just, yeah, pyrochlor. I love you, but let's swap you out to sphalerite, okay? I love you. I think you're great. Don't get me wrong. But let's start some sphalerite processing here, because that'll get us the purified stuff, which should get us mixing our first bit of indium here, hopefully pretty soon. We have sphalerite coming through. That's purified. Yes, there we go. There's our first indium. Let's go over to our system. This is exciting. I'm so excited. All right. Then this guy comes in here, and there we go. Small piles of indium dust. That guy I throw in here. It's... Why you got to do this to me, game? Why do you have to do this to me? It's a compacting drawer. Compact. Apparently, the compacting drawer is not going to work. So, I do also need to set this up to extract to get rid of the aluminium sulfite, which the aluminium sulfite should be coming in around here somewhere. I think I have to set this guy up right here with it, like so, and we'll just kind of throw in like, oh, let's keep half a stack. No big deal. And that should then process. Correct me if I'm wrong. Boom. Away it goes. That's good. And away we go. Okay. Awesome. That whole cycle is pretty much done, except for the fact that this guy decided to be rude. Simply put. All right. So the compacting drawer is not going to work for us unless for some reason I screwed this up somehow. And I'm just going to double check. No. 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 So exactly that. We cannot use the compacting drawer for this. So we need to actually send this to a packager or a crafter. So if I actually go, you know what? Let's actually try this, okay? Let's grab a crafter like this. Let's get our octadic capacitor. This one might be a little unique. I'm very curious to see how I can pull this off. So this guy, we're going to set to be this recipe, right? We're going to send power to it. We'll send in those guys. And then what I want to do is we want to grab a trim piece and a drawer, right? So trim piece, drawer, like so. So the trim piece, I'm just going to throw down there. Not a big, no. Yeah, that's correct. And then I need another trim. I actually need two trim. Double trim. Double the trim, double the fun. All right, there we go. And this guy will be our drawer. But before we do that, we want to set the output to the top. Okay, good. So we have our output to our top. that will output our indium dust into this guy right here. I am going to disable this on the backside as well, but that should complete our cycle. Not too bad. The big question here is we have to get power to this guy right there, which hopefully will not be that complicated because we should have power more or less right here that we can tie into quite easily, like so. So with that power tie in, hopefully we are now producing our indium dust. Indeed, there we go. We got our indium dust, and that goes into there, thus completing our indium cycle. Look at that. Fantastic. Fantastic stuff. On that note of getting indium, not the most complicated of things, actually. I thought it was going to be a little worse. I mean, getting enough of the indium mixture concentrate is probably going to be the hardest part of this whole process. But that now allows us to mix and get ourselves the indium gallium phosphorus, right? Indium gallium phosphide dust in a mixer. So on that note, I'm going to grab a mixer, and we're at least going to mix up this dust so that we have it and we are prepared for what will be eventually the next step in our process, which will probably be next episode. Apologies, we didn't get it done here today, but you know, that's one of those things. So for this guy here in the mixer, we need indium, gallium, phosphorus, and we're on channel number 1. So we need indium, gallium, phosphorus, just like so. And on this guy, we are going to be programmed to channel 1, and we are just items, right? So that's going to be this guy right here, like so. And we can disable the liquid inputs on this guy as well. There's our phosphorus. There's our gallium. So we just need to add the indium to this. We'll do 4 of them. You can already hear it working, like so. And I'm going to limit this down, as we've been doing with a lot of these things, down to basically a storage downgrade, right? Again, I don't want to have a ton of this if I don't require a ton of it at all times. I think having the 64 at all times will be just fine for our needs. So there we go. Some indium gallium phosphide dust is in the system, and we are off to the races. Next episode, we're going to try to complete this cycle a little bit more to get our qubit processing unit by utilizing that same indium gallium phosphide dust with some radon to get ourselves that wafer. And then that wafer, we need an EV cutting to get our qubit CPU. But in the meantime, as you can see, we're slowly but surely filling up. Our indium will take a while to probably process and catch up. I probably even need to add some additional sphalerite and other items to get things moving here. But all things considered, our process line is working exactly as intended. So without further ado, that's going to be it for us here today. Hit that like button, subscribe. I don't say it enough. Throw in those comments. I really do appreciate the community, all that type of stuff. And every little bit of support you help me with helps a lot. So much appreciated. So have a good one. Bye-bye for now. See ya.